Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do your own DIY Tumblr inspired graphic tee where you can choose your own little design with fabric marker and tie-dye it. So let's get started. The materials that you are going to need are some vinyl or rubber gloves. I chose vinyl because they're easier to get the dye off, a white t-shirt and fabric markers, an old towel, at least one spray bottle, and 2 colors of dye. I chose teal and pink. The first thing that you're going to do is lay the t-shirt on a flat surface and fold the towel over one half of the entire shirt because I want a good clean straight line between the 2 dye colors. First thing that you're going to do is just start spraying your first color, which mine is teal, obviously, and just make sure you get it in all the folds because you don't want it to be like 2-tone teal. That'd be weird.
My love, love, love. She bruises calls, she splutters pistol shots. Hold her down with soggy clothes and Breezeblocks. She's morphine, queen of my vaccine, my love, my love.
And after you're done with the front side, make sure you flip it over and keep the same color on the same side of the towel and fold it over again just to make sure that you have that good clean straight line. And most of the dye has already bled onto the back side, which is a good thing because it means you don't have to use as much dye as you would. So do the exact same thing for the other side, fold one half of the towel over the t-shirt and start dyeing.
She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and Breezeblocks.
And you're going to do the same thing for the pink side. You're going to flip it over, making sure that the pink side is still on the same side of the towel, and fold the towel over half of it for the straight line, and continue dyeing with the blood through dye. So this is what it should look like so far. I actually messed up on this one because I let it sit in a rinse cycle for too long. I let it sit overnight when it was rinsed, and so the colors bled onto each other. So make sure that you leave it to dry overnight on a flat surface like in your garage or outside if it's nice enough. So the next step that I'm showing you is I'm putting a piece of cardboard or leftover wood in between it so that when you're using the fabric marker it won't bleed through. And a helpful little tip would be to use clothespins or some clamps on the sides of it to make sure that it doesn't slide around, and I had to hold it with my hand the entire time. So I chose the word radical to put on my shirt. You can choose like radical, can you not, or stop, like those old little cute sayings you see on Tumblr and stuff. And I just chose to freehand it because I didn't feel like taking the time to print out a stencil and do all that, so I just did some freehand. So this is what it looks like so far. It's a really faint picture, but I also added a dot about 1.5 inches down from the actual word, and I drew lines from all the corners and put a line straight from it to the dot in the middle of the shirt because I wanted it to look like it was coming out. And this shirt was actually inspired by something I saw on Wanelo. Like, this is almost the exact shirt, and it was about like $22 I think, and so I was like, I'm not gonna pay that, I'm gonna make my own, and so I decided to do that. So as you can see now, I'm just tracing over the pencil lines with my actual fabric marker, making sure that I have good lines and that I'm fully tracing over the pencil lines so you can't see any of it.
Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard.
So this is what the final product should look like, and that's the final design. So as I said before, I wanted to cut off the bottom of the shirt because I messed up the dye a little bit. It kind of bled onto each other like the other sides, and so I just cut off about 2 inches and stretched it apart a little bit just to get that folded up on itself look. And so you are finished with your own custom little shirt that you probably paid about $5 for with dye and the shirt and everything, so enjoy!
Watch it burn. Oh, but I'm not that old.